It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the Bulls, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And guys, the fans always enjoy hearing stories from your playing days. Let's talk teammates. Shaq, who were your favorite guys to play with over the years?
You know, everyone loves the Shaq, and Shaq has 4 rings, but I'm saying it here.
They all love
real
the
life.
Shaq.
Everybody loves Shaq.
Okay.
I'm sexy, handsome, and qualified. That's what Shaq stands
I
for.
think my question was, who were your favorite teammates?
Let me finish, Ernie. Let me finish. I'm quick to say, hey, I got 4 rings, but I could
You
not,
are quick to say that.
Could not do without Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw was a guy that always looked for me, similar with when how Kenny played with Akeem. He came down, made sure.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
This is 2K Sports, broadcasting from Houston, Texas, as the Rockets take it to the hardwood. The Houston Rockets coming to this one after a win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them, wave after wave. And it really kept the crowd on mute in that.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. Taking a look at the Bulls. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Anderson is out there with Cody Zeller. And it's Flowers in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Rose goes in. The 15-footer. Cannot hit. And it's Houston the other way. Freak kicks to Harden. And Butler sends it back. Outside Rose. Outside Butler. No one near him. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here's Houston. Here's Freak. They grab their own miss. Barnes. Man advantage for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
And so here is Chicago. 4-point game. Butler kicks to Zeller. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Freak, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. That's tipped. Anderson outside. Rockets with the rebound and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
Yeah, you know, that's right, Greg. Last season they split the series, and they may not be in the playoff conversation, but this still, for me, is an intriguing matchup.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the evening. For Chicago, they won their last contest, that game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
Here's Freak. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Rose goes in. No good. So Houston will take it the other way. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. How'd you find out, DB?
Kevin, when I asked him about their game plan on the defensive end, he said they were looking to clog things up in the middle of the floor and not allow any clear looks at the basket from inside the paint. He feels if they can accomplish that, they'll have the upper hand on defense. Let's see how it plays out, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Cuts off the pass. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Barnes. 7 points for Freak.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Throws it up high. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And that's now 7 points for Jimmy Butler.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Barnes dishes to Harden. Passes it to Freak. On deep. Rebound by Butler.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Rose. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Houston's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Tigers check. Houston with a big group substitution here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Geiger. Barnes comes in for Purdue. James Harden, he's checked in for Payne. And Freak subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Freak, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 shot by Butler. Nobody around. No good with the triple. And a wide open look for Freak. And he's good on the 3 ball. Freak's got 12 points in the game.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Shelton. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Freak kicks to Barnes. Harden, no good.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here's Butler. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And that one misses.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Chicago with the ball, following the basket by Freak. Shelton passes to Butler. Pass to Zeller. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Shot clock at 5. It's Anderson with the drive. Takes it from 10. And the shot is long. Rockets leading by 9. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the jam by Harden.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Here's Butler. James Harden picking up that last basket. Takes a three. And the Bulls with another miss. Houston's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks just played phenomenal. He finished with 48 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Robert Covington's checked in for Barnes. Derrick Rose is checked in for Chicago. There's the pass to Flowers. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Here's Anderson. The Rockets pull it in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
All right, Houston, coming into the corner, your own Rockets-powered answer. Keep it up. Houston making some changes. Tigers checked in for Cauley Stein. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Rockets ahead as they end the second quarter on a 15-4 run. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Freak. He has 18 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. Zeller is out there with Anderson. And it's Flowers in at the 5. Roaming the paint. Here's Harden. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Butler. Now the dish to Zeller. Back to Butler. There's a good screen. To the paint. Here's Flowers. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. He has 6.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Nobody near Barnes. Wide open shot is on the money. And the Rockets lead by 19.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Butler kicks to Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 6 assists now in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Bulls trail by 19. Outside Rose. Flowers the pass to Rose. No good with the triple.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a... Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Here's Rose. The Rockets making the shot. Pulls from the top of the key, and he gets the bucket. Rose has got 4 points this quarter. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Inside. And it's Freak missing.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Pass to Rose. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And so it's Houston with it. They have a 19-point lead.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
Chicago with the ball, following the score by Houston. Wants to get it to Zeller and does. Puts up the baby hook, and it's good off the glass. 8 points for him.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Now here's Freak, and it's good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Rose dishes to Butler. Flowers the pass to Butler. Zeller setting the pick for Butler. Now the feed to Zeller. 4 on the clock. Rose gets a wide open look. Nice shot from the wing. Rose has got 8 points. Rockets leading by 19. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Freak. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Outside Rose. Here's Flowers. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. He's got 10.
Buckets coming in bunches right now. He is just being big time.
Barnes kicks to Freak. Stolen by Rose. And stolen by Barnes. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. So, and then for Houston, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Geiger. And Freak subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Outside Rose. To the inside. Aldridge the pass to Bogdanovich. There's Rose with the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Cauley Stein's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And that one's good. Freak.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Bulls trail by 21. To the inside. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Bulls have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
For the Rockets, Derrick Rose at the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Rose. And both free throws good for Rose. 6 seconds left in the third. From deep three-point range, no good on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Houston on top, up 19. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change after. Rockets leading by 19 points. Freak in at point guard. He's out there with Harden. Purdue is out there with Cauley-Stein. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Freak, and he makes the 8-footer. Freak's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Rockets. The Bulls shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Now here's Anderson. He's guarded closely, and he can't bank that one in. The Rockets shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Kicks to Freak. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Freak's got 35 in the game. Shelton, guarded by Harden. Shelton passes to Anderson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Anderson's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Feeds it to Rose. And he slams it one-handed.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
Here is Anderson. The Rockets making the shot. Here's Flowers. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Barnes, he's checked in for Purdue. Zeller, he's checked in for Chicago. Houston leading by 18. Here's Freak. Here's Cauley-Stein. Banked in off the glass.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a foul just like he got there.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his third foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Butler kicks to Rose. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Zeller. Here we go, one-on-one. Lets a floater go.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one, Clark.
Yeah, as a former outstanding rebounder myself, I can certainly appreciate what this guy is doing. An extraordinary combination of talent and desire is what allows him to do what he's done today. Great performance.
Now here's Rose. Great open look there.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Rockets leading by 18. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for the Rockets.
Elfrid Payton.
Here's Rose. The Rockets making a change here. Freaks checked in. Chicago making a switch here.
Timeout. 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 Start it. Okay, man, put your hands together for Go Rockets Power Dancers.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He's looking for some early offense, telling his guys to keep the pace up-tempo and not let that shot clock run down. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Lets the three fly. Zeller grabs the board. Bulls trail by 20. Rose with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Butler from outside. The Rockets pull it in. Cauley-Stein's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Harden kicks to Freak. It's tipped. Dishes to Barnes. Goes up the baseline. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Harden. 39 points for Freak.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Houston.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth.
Move the ball.
Freak kicks to Barnes. He dishes it to Cauley-Stein. Here's Freak. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. And Jimmy Butler again.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Easy to pack it in.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on it. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time